Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the cinema room makeover. And as you can see, I am at Asda. What am I doing at Asda? Well, I am indeed at Asda, and yes, I am here because it is not Blu-ray hunting day, as normally I would be out and about in the car. I have actually got room sorted, and we have found not one, not two, not three, but 4 of the Nedby units. But James, why? Why have you got 4? You only needed 3, so why have you gone for 4? 3 reasons. The person was actually selling the 4 units. They wanted to sell them all together, and it was basically £10 each or 4 for the 30 quid. So that's what I've done. Get to keep the other one, and I'm lucky. I don't think I have the room for the other one at the moment in the cinema room, but I definitely have room for the 3 and obviously need for those 3. The other one, I think I'll probably have to put that in the attic and just have it as an extra one in the future. A little bit annoying because last week obviously I needed 4, or in the last episode I put the final one in, or the one that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, didn't really need that one. However, it's one of those things, a spare one is always fine, and I might be able to cut it in half and have another one of the smaller ones that I've got, but I think I'll just keep it as a full one and store it for now. So I've had to come to Asda to get some cash because Facebook Marketplace is one of those things, isn't it? You have to have actual physical money to buy things. And also, when is the king going to be on these notes? I know he's on a £5, isn't he? But he's not on these ones yet. Space-wise, though, I've put this seat all the way down, and as you can see then, I've got all this room at the back for the 3 units to go in. So I think we're going to be okay. In the past, I have transported 3 of these in one go. I have never transported 4, so I'm really hoping we have enough space. Let's just see. But this feels good, though. This is the week that we're going to get all the 4K corner done. This feels so good. There is some caveats there. They don't have the brackets that I normally would use to mount them to the wall, so I'll need to source extra ones of those. I might go to Watt on Tuesday because I also need some other brackets. I use some brackets I filmed before, but when I attach the 2 units together, I just need to get a few more of those brackets for the ones that I have, as well as these new ones now. And yeah, so I'll need to do that. So yeah, it's very exciting, you know, all things happening in the right way and the right place for this to go. So we now need to go over to the person's place. I think they're literally like 2 minutes away from here. I'm in Barry, by the way, Barry Island, late on a Sunday evening. But if you are enjoying this journey and all the effort that I put into these videos, please do subscribe here. This is part of a new QR code thing that YouTube are doing now, where if you scan that, if you're watching on your TV, you can scan the QR code, it'll open up the YouTube app on your phone, and you can hit subscribe there and then. So if you do like the channel and you want to follow along on this journey, there's a lot of people that like this series, then just scan that and give that a shot. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the new followers over the last couple of weeks. Stay tuned, giveaway coming soon. But now let's drive up. I dropped the keys. But let's drive over then to there and get the units in. Okay guys, 1, 2, 3, and then there's another one next to it there. I got 4 of the Nedby units in. And just like that, I am now home, and it is the day after I have just finished work. And you can see the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4 are in the house. We went to Barry last night, picked up the Nedby units, and the 4K area can be complete. Yes, this video is going to be a monumental one, and also a sad one, because we're getting closer, guys, to the end of this cinema series. As I say, I don't really want it to end, but it's one of them that I do because, I mean, look at the room. I can't live like this, can I? I mean, it needs to be sorted. But the content's really good. The engagement's really good. You guys have been really good. So, yeah, it's one of those. I have to just come up with a new idea of something to cover. Speaking of cover, I actually didn't show you what the seller of these Nedby units gave me yesterday. She gave me this tub here, which has all of the shelves in it, as well as some little bits. She didn't have any of the wall mounts, which we do need, really, to put them up. So we've got the shelves here. I need to count to see how many shelves she gave me versus what I need, and also whatever's left, then I can cut them down. I don't really need these because I've got a ton of these. I think IKEA give you loads of extra of those because they are, you know, like you can put more shelves in them ideally because of CDs. She also gave me this Christmas box, which I can't think Chloe would be made up with that. No point in throwing that away. So this is what she gave me then. All of these here in terms of the shelves. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 per stacky stack. So 32. 4, 2. Oh, it's not looking good. 3. This is what I had some earlier for. And these are the ones over here are my ones that I had spare. So I've got 5 there, so let's make that 8. That leaves me with 3 left over. So I need 40 to come out of this. It isn't going to happen. So what I'm going to have to do is, obviously, the last time we cut them, we cut these ones. Right? There's some still in there that are this size. So there's some that can be cut in half, obviously. So that will give me an extra one. And they're behind all of the other things. So I'm going to have to go through all of the collection and get out these big ones and then cut them down even more as well. Time to get this sorted. I just recorded a clip and wasn't recording. But basically I was on about that. I need the brackets to attach to the wall. She didn't have any, you know, she just didn't attach them. She didn't have any. And I knew I had some lying around and I need 3 obviously to do this today. I found 2 in this bag, which was, you know, just in the room. So I'm 1 short, but I might have 1 in the shed somewhere because these are like a very common IKEA thing. And they include this in even things like the chest of drawers, you know, like so they don't fall down on kids and whatnot, or wardrobes. And I've had them with everything, but some things like a three chest of drawers, I'm not gonna attach that to the wall because I just don't need to, whereas these are really high and yeah, they do. So I've got some spares lying around, so we need to look for 1 more. So it's a good win to find 2, but we still need 1 more to be able to do that. Otherwise, I'll have to go and buy one from a builder's merchant or some sort of shop like B&Q. So I have got this one in place now, ready to go. We can put the other 1, 2 there. Yeah, it looks like you could probably fit another 1 or 2 in there, but you can only fit 1, unfortunately. Yeah, so it would be nice to be able to fit an extra 1 in here. And I did say that, obviously. I think if I shuffled things over and whatnot, I might have been able to do that. But do I do that today? Maybe. I don't know. I think in the long run I'll be thankful, but then I don't want to do it and then it doesn't work. Because really what I should do is I should start from left, as tight as it can go there, and then just go all the way around, you know. So there's those 2. So you can see when these 2 are in there, it's tight up against the radiator there, which again, if that was over like 5 centimeters, it would be fine. But in this case, it's not. So you can see that's the gap. That's how much it is. Which, if we measure this up, comes in at 12 centimeters. And one of these Nedby units is 20. So I am literally, let me just double check that. Yeah, 20. So I am literally 8 centimeters short. So that is slightly annoying, of course, because, you know, 8 centimeters to be able to fit another 100 movies in here is a big deal. But as I say, we do have this space here, which is 8 centimeters really. So if everything shuffles up, then this one might have to go on the angle that I was on about initially. It might just work. What it does mean is all the holes I've done before, I might not be able to reuse them, but I might be able to reuse them. So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it right. Otherwise, I'll regret it if I don't. At least we got to try. If we don't try, then what's the saying? We won't succeed, is it? Is that the saying? So we've made some moves. I have moved these 2 over to the right. None of these are fixed at the moment though. So it's a bit of a, you know, just making sure that they do not fall and all of that. And this is what I wanted to do initially, obviously, you know, in terms of having this little curved one here. And I think I got an idea. So we have a couple of centimeters by here that are very close. And this plug here, this black plug, this is the Denon plug. And I like it because I can turn it off when I don't want to use it. Just doesn't give it any power. But obviously you can see the plug is really causing, well, some clearance. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is quite a bit of difference. If I can get rid of that plug, replace it with something else, this can shift up a good 2 centimeters. And then this little squidgy area here, which, you know, I can get films out, but you can see it's just not really ideal, you know. It's not the perfect scenario. So if I really think if I can get that plug out, then it'll give us some more space and I can shift everything along and hopefully it's good. So in order to do this, I'm gonna have to move the movies off. We need to create some space. I didn't want to do this because I was really lazy and I thought, oh, you know, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to work. Right, so I'm going to leave the bottom films there because they actually provide me with some value, having some weight at the bottom. But if I just move this one out completely, swap that around with something else, and now we push this back in. And that is very successful. They're all sat a bit back now because of you know, the clearance, but I can't really do this without two hands. But if I pull these here, I don't even know if you can see this. So I put that there, they'll kind of sit forward a little bit like that. Yeah, you can't really see. But it works. It's going to work. We've got the extra one in. Okay, so I'll tighten that up in a little bit, but you can see what I've done here. So we've attached the corner is this one with this big gap behind this like thing. But what I've done is I've attached two little brackets, so it's attached there. This one's attached to the wall, and now this one is. So those two are attached to the wall, and then this one's attached to those two. So yeah, they're all sturdy. And then once I've done that, then I can obviously then start to go down the line and attach all these. Didn't realize as well how dusty these are. These were the ones I bought yesterday though, so I didn't clean them. I knew they were a little bit dusty, but I just forgot. So figured I'll just clean them once we're all done. If I just attach this one now. There we go. Solid. Yes, it really is starting to come together now, and this is what I wanted to do in the episode. I can't remember what episode it was episode 3, something like that. This curved effect was my vision, but it was the bloody plug that stopped me, and I didn't see it in that video until today. So yeah, managed to get 7 units over there now, which is amazing. So as I'm just sat here admiring my work that I've just done there, Forky. Feel like Forky's moving. Now he's angry, happy. So I'm sat here admiring what I've done here, and it looks sick, guys. There's still a lot to do. It doesn't look how it should yet. Only the top 3 rows I've finalized. And here it is. Look at this. Fantastic. We've got the curve, and it does demonstrate that there, the curve. Oh, I absolutely love the curve. Then we've got, you know, all of the marbles up the top. I've put some Funko Pops in between just to, you know, separate it out. And then I'm thinking from here, the 4Ks will start. So in each row, there will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So 70 by 6 rows is 420 4Ks in this area alone. And then above that then will be the collection stuff in terms of the Marvel, the DC, the Disney, as well as the Star Wars shelf, which is quite empty, to be honest. I don't have much Star Wars stuff because I've got the Skywalker Saga pack. Over here then I've got the space there, which is going to be all of the top level collection stuff now. So the top 2 rows for my premiums, my steelbooks, the horrors, the TV shows, all of that stuff is going to go over there. Plus I'm going to use one of these shelves as the monthly haul. So what I buy every month, I'll put it on the shelf straight away. Behind the scenes though, as you can see, I have attached some of these clips here. Obviously all of them now are all attached. Still need to, I didn't wipe this actually. I need to do that before I put this stuff up. The only one now that's not fixed is this one. So I do need to fix this together. Better do that, otherwise it could all fall apart. So the next job we're going to do is we need to do the cutting. We need to cut the back panels. Over on the 4K area, we have the top 3 are the only ones done. So we need to do, I need to do 10 there, plus all the rest. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. So 7 sevens, 49. What way is it 49 there? So I need 49 over there, plus 10 there. I need 59 battens to go there. And all I have left is these, which I probably can get about 4 each on. And I have 7. So I've got 28. And I need 59. So I'm halfway there, really. Okay, so here we go. This is the pile of ones we're going to cut. I could probably get another, like, one out of those, or a lot of these ones. I could probably just cut down the middle and get an extra one. So that's good. Plus I've got a fair few in there, like 5 or 6. So that's good. God. I'm not drink. Rise of Skywalker. Look at that. This little gold box here. Let me just tilt this to show you. This now has all of these in there. So hopefully this is enough, because if not, we're screwed. I was outside doing them and there's like bits everywhere on them and all of that and a bit of dirt, so I probably need to get a little cloth just to wipe each one before I put them in. So I'll probably go and get a cloth now. Big old update then today. I have now, the day after filming this clip, obviously we've built this there in the back, and now we have, before I finish this video, we have a couple of things I want to do before I end it. So the poster behind my head there, the Star Wars one, you can see that little nail, that needs to be moved slightly that way so that the poster fits up there. So I'm going to do that now. Should be quite straightforward doing this, to be honest. As I say, the nail is there. It's obviously too narrow now because this thing's there, so it kind of needs to move over a little bit. I'm probably going to eyeball it, to be honest, which is probably a bad decision, but I think I know what I got to do. I went against eyeballing there because it's just not a bad thing, is it? Right, 66 centimeters across. Okay, so 33 centimeters across. There we go, marked it out. That's where I'm drilling. Bloody battery on this is going. I haven't charged it for the last couple of weeks. The new one's in. Let's take the old one out. Yeah, I committed right car crash of that, didn't I? There we go, boy. Ding dang douche. Straight out. There's a sneak peek to what we got to do next week. This is, we've got to fill some of the holes. So I've bought this multi-purpose poly filler. There we go. If we just pack it in. That's fine for now. Fine, it's going to be hidden anyways until I move house. Yes, and there it is. The poster is now up. I mean, it's not exactly straight, James, is it, God? With a bit of readjusting, it is now fixed, and this corner is completely finished. Honestly, the absolute vision that I had for this entire corner here is just way better than I thought it would be, to be honest. It's just the whole curve thing, it just looks sick. It's gonna be, it'll take something special in my next place, obviously, to replace these units, because they're so modular, they're so good, and they look so sick, I think. Granted, you do lose a lot of space in them because you've got the white, the bits in between, because obviously they're multiple units, but the flexibility that these IKEA Nedby things you offer, I think, are just second to none. And yeah, that being said, that is the end of today's video. And finishing off some jobs that we needed to do that have been, I guess, on the list for a while. We've been heavily reliant on getting these pieces in. And of course, I kept searching for 3 of these Nedby units. Little did I know I could fit 4 in there. And obviously getting 7 over there instead of 6, much better. More movies, all of that. And it doesn't even change the look either, do you know what I mean? It would have still been that big, but it just wouldn't have had that one in the curve, the plug obviously from the amp being the problem on the one side. So yeah, just learning these things along the way and documenting them for your guys' faces is just part of it. And that being said, that is the end of today's video. If you do like what you see in these videos, of course, please do hit that subscribe button and of course scan that QR code. That QR code takes you to the channel. So if you're watching on your big TV, which a lot of people do, you can scan that, pull out your phone, scan it, it'll take you to YouTube and you can hit subscribe on your phone, easy as that. If you haven't got a YouTube account, create one because it really helps the channel. There's a lot of people watching these videos, but having subscribers really do help the channel because more of my videos will go to more people and win-win. So I'm going to do some tidying up now in terms of hoovering up this room. I'm not going to film that, of course, not domestic James. You guys don't want to see domestic James. Do some tidying up, sort that bits out, and I'm actually going to watch a movie, I think, this evening in the room. So I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of the Cinema Room Makeover. Stay tuned for next week where a lot more happening. We still need to decide on the vinyl player situation there, and we also need to decide on the UV. I did have a comment about UV protectors from Kermit's Ghost from B&Q, so I think I need to look there. Although I did have a few questions that I need to ask him. So yeah, I need to figure that out in terms of the UV protection, of course, for the movie, so that I haven't got to keep closing this blind. Of course, being when I'm working in here, I need to have that open. So, but thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And I'm going to sit now in the corner of 4Ks. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.